Hey babes, I am back from Melbourne and that means it is time for another round of favourites. It is now September, we are into spring and definitely feeling it, especially today where I am in Auckland. It is blue outside, it is sunny. It's kind of tricking me into thinking that I'd like to go to the beach, but my boyfriend had to scrape some ice off the car this morning, so I'm feeling like maybe it's a little bit too cold. Maybe I'll wait a couple of weeks. So I've got a few things to go through today. They're all things that came really handy for me while I was traveling over the last month. So let's kick off. First up is definitely my favorite, Batiste Dry Shampoo. I'd never tried this before, but when I arrived in Melbourne, the team at Melbourne Fashion Week Plus gave me a goodie bag, and one of the things in it was this. I don't know why, but for some reason I didn't realise it was cruelty free, but you can get it in New Zealand. Like it came out at Farmers, pretty sure at the supermarket, some supermarkets maybe. This one is a really handy travel size. The scent is tropical, so it makes you smell like coconuts and deliciousness. It's a perfect size to fit into your luggage. It's 50 mils, which means it goes under the amount that you're allowed to take in your carry-on. So if you want to take that in your carry-on, it's great for a bit of a refresh. Didn't have any issues with it. You know how sometimes it can make darker hair go white? Yeah, no problems with that at all, which was awesome. Obviously, I took some regular shampoo with me as well, and it was the Lush Jersey Bounce Shampoo. It's in a super handy size container. So this was, I had used it before going away, and then I took maybe like a quarter of the container with me when I went. It was just a really good size because my regular shampoo is probably like 5 times as big as this. So it takes up a lot more space in my luggage. Definitely want to be able to keep that space for carrying shoes and other important travel things. Just shoes, really. I took like 5 or 6 pairs of shoes with me. You kind of scoop it out with your hand, which is a little bit weird for me, you know, being used to pouring it from a container, but I've used Lush's shampoos like this before. Found it really good. This one is especially for giving you a bit more volume at your root, which I definitely need. And it's got sea salt in there to help you out with that, which is really nice. Also for my hair from Lush, I have Sunny Day, which is an anti-static spray. So it gets really humid here in Auckland. Really humid in summer. So I need something to kind of help me tame the fuzz a little bit. But this is also a detangler. It smells like violets, and I've had a lot of people compliment my hair smell, which is kind of weird, like, why are you sniffing my hair? But I can kind of understand, like, it is quite a strong smelling thing. It reminds me of being in my mum's garden when I was a child. It's delicious. It definitely helps. Yeah, anti-static. This is going to be a pretty handy thing for me come summer, because my hair gets kind of big. Another favourite from Lush is the Comforter Shower Cream. Now, if you have ever tried the Comforter Bubble Bar that Lush does, this is just as amazing. I would say it maybe even smells a little bit stronger. Like, it definitely leaves that blackberry and vanilla scent on your skin for quite a while after you shower. I really like how handy this size container is for traveling. And I have a whole bunch of different Lush body washes, shower cream, whatever. I have a whole bunch of different ones just because when I travel I like to be able to take something nice like this that smells good with me rather than using hotel shampoo, the hotel soap, because I find it really drying on my skin. But I find this really nice. I'm definitely going to be looking out for it in a big container though, because this smells amazing. I'm going to smell it now because it's delicious. Oh, yum. It's just so good. If you've never had a Comforter Bubble Bar bath, you need to get in on that as well. Oh, I wonder if you could double Comforter and like use them both in the same bath. I feel like that would be overkill, but also delicious. Everything is cuter in mini, so obviously I like that one in mini. I've also got, so I got sent these to try. tiny little containers there. They are perfumes from Neat Perfumes. There's 3 different scents: Sweet Child, Little Petal, and Wild and Free. And let's undo one of them. So it's a really small bottle, but I've used these a lot and they all have a lot left in them. It's just a little rollerball, so you just roll it on your wrist. And that, okay, so this size, these are a sample size. I think they are, I wrote this down so I'd remember. They're 1 ml samples, and once you've figured out which one you like, you can buy a full size one, which is 10 mils. And they're quite big. They're about that big, I think. These ones, I really quite like these actually, because I don't wear perfume a whole lot. You know, like I wear it going out, but I don't, because I work from home, I don't wear it all the time. And what it means is, oh well, that one's gone. What it means is that I can throw it in my bag. It's easy to keep in my purse, and I don't have to worry about it spilling or anything like that. And also I can have different scents depending on which mood I'm in. My favorite is definitely Sweet Child, and that is lavender, vanilla, sandalwood, pear, rosewood, rose, bergamot, and gardenia. Definitely my scents. The one that stands out for me the most in that is vanilla. I just find it really uplifting and relaxing, especially if I'm going to be in a stressful situation, which basically, as someone with anxiety, leaving the house for me is a stressful situation, so I find it pretty calming and it's really nice. The team at Neat Perfumes have given me a discount code if you would like to use that and get 15% off, and the discount code is Meagan Kerr, which I will put in the down bar, and I will also leave you the link to their website. So you can check out the purse size samples for yourself, or if you read the descriptions of what is in each scent and you really like the sound of one of them, you can go straight for a full size one. I'm really lazy when I travel, and also not when I travel actually. I'm really bad at taking off my makeup before I go to bed, and I know I'm not the only one, because I know a lot of you send me Snapchats with pictures of you wearing makeup that's half worn off in the mornings. So you think I don't notice? I notice. Take off your makeup, ladies. One of the things that really helped me when I was traveling was the Sukin Micellar water. I have been using this both while I was away and at home. It's a pretty handy sized bottle, so it's, in comparison to the Comforter bottle, it's only a little bit bigger, but I've been using this for ages, and I'm not even, like, maybe I'm a quarter of the way through it, so I know it's going to last me for ages. I just have found it really good for taking off my makeup. When I'm at home, I can have it beside my bed with some like makeup removal pads, and it makes things super easy. So really helpful if you're super lazy. Also helpful for removing makeup if you're super lazy. They are the Yes To facial wipes. A whole bunch of you recommended them, or recommended taking face wipes when I was packing my carry-on bag, so I got these ones from the warehouse. Yeah, I've used Yes To before, and I'm pretty sure I've reviewed maybe a face wash of theirs here on the blog before. These are really gentle, which is nice because my skin's quite sensitive, and especially when you've been flying and your skin just feels kind of gross because planes really dry out your skin. So yeah, comes really handy. And they're also another thing that you can keep beside the bed to wipe your makeup off if you are lazy. I make no secret of the fact that I am really lazy with my skincare. I would love to be one of those people who, you know, has this 5-step system that they do morning and night, but in reality I don't do that. I kind of wash my skin sporadically. Usually I'll wash it in the shower in the morning, and then at night when it comes to taking off my makeup, it's either going to be this or this. So basically, lazy girl options. It's great. So basically I have been working on getting my skin good for summer, and I think I'm doing pretty well. Like, my skin definitely has cleared up a lot. A lot of that is due to I think just me taking better care of it in general. One of the things I've been doing is exfoliating regularly with the multivitamin thermofolium from Dermalogica. It's a product that I have used for a long time. I kind of went off it for a little bit, but realized that I really like how scrubby it is. I definitely find it the most satisfying out of any of the skin scrubs that I've used. One of the things I like about it is that it heats up while you're using it, and I'm no scientist, I'm not a cosmetologist, I don't really know anything about what's going on other than how good it feels and how it makes my skin look. So basically it's great at buffing all the crap off my skin. It saves my skin from that. You know how sometimes your skin gets really dry and crap in between seasons? I get that a lot when I'm traveling, especially because Melbourne is a lot drier than Auckland is. Auckland's quite humid even in winter, and I noticed going to Melbourne straight away, I noticed my skin was really dry. So I was really glad that I had taken this one along with me so that I could start that process of removing that dry skin and leaving it nice and smooth underneath. I use this, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 times a week, I guess. It's kind of my go-to. I just do it while I'm in the shower because I find that washing my face in the shower is 100 times easier than doing it. You know, like the whole ads about the girl splashing water on her face, that's a lot of shit. If I do that, the water goes everywhere and it covers my bathroom. So, washing my face in the shower because I'm fucking lazy. And I don't want to clean up all the water that gets splashed everywhere. The only time I wash my face out of the shower is if I am using like an oil-based cleanser. Because obviously that's a little bit harder to do when you're in the shower and you've got wet hands. Another thing that a lot of you recommended for me when I was traveling was the One Above tablets, and I was kind of skeptical about how well they would work, but I saw them when I went through customs and was heading to my gate lounge when I was going over. They are, if you don't know what they are little effervescent tablets. They're about that big, maybe a bit smaller. And you put them into water, and there's a whole bunch of vitamins and stuff in there, and they basically just help you hydrate faster to help with fatigue and help with, you know, jet lag and stuff like that. Yeah, so I was a little skeptical before I bought them, and kind of thought, well, I think they were like $20 maybe. I was a little bit skeptical, but I took them anyway. On the way there, I took one while I was flying, and you just drop it into water and let it fizz and then drink it. I felt better when I got there than I have on other flights, especially considering the fact that from the time I left my house to the time that I checked into my apartment and got to lie down, it was 14 hours. So I'd spent 14 hours traveling. I was absolutely exhausted. This gave me a little bit of pep, and I was able to get up and go out for a drink with some friends when I got there. On the way back though, I decided to, so I had some before I left my hotel, and then I had some while I was flying, and then I had some when I landed again. And I think having that over that period of space meant that I didn't have quite so long a recovery time, and I definitely found it helpful. So I'm definitely going to be using this, next time I travel. I was also thinking that maybe it could be a good replacement for, you know, when you go out and party a little bit too much and you've got to have that morning after blue Powerade. Yeah, this could be, if you're a drinker, I would try this out. I actually feel like I need this now. I'm so dehydrated. I did see some of they had bottles there, and they were, I guess, 500 ml to 1 litre. I think they were 2 different sizes. So you could buy it already I don't know, what is the term, reconstituted, already fizzed, I don't know, whatever. So if you didn't want to buy water as well, you could do that. But I really like the idea of having them on hand so that I could have them when I wanted them, rather than having to buy a giant bottle that I then had to cart around. Obviously it was easy enough to get water on the plane. Yeah, so that was handy. And yeah, as I said, being able to have it before I flew and after I flew, definitely handy. So I actually have, this is a pack of 4, but I actually have 2 packets because I don't know why I have 2 packets. It's just how it worked out. So those are all my favorites for another month. Let me know what you're loving, and especially let me know if you have tried any of these things, especially this. I want to know, well, this. I want to know how you found it. And if you are a regular flyer, let me know if it helped you while you were traveling. So I will catch you next month. Actually no, I'm going to do more YouTube stuff, so I will hopefully catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye guys.